The Trees, an eco-homoerotic musical passion pageant. Music and lyrics by Larry D. Lariosa, book and lyrics by Kristy Lin Billuni. Place, the United States of America. Time, 1903. Cast of characters, Ted Roosevelt, President of the United States and an outdoorsman, 45 years old. John Muir, renowned botanist and conservationist, 65 years old. Trees, a band of living, breathing trees. Age sapling to ancient stag. Scene 1, Ted. Setting, March 1903, the Oval Office, Washington, D.C. At Rise, Ted writes a letter at his desk. Trees play the audience, not Ted, who does not hear the trees.
Magnolia, grandiflora, Capitol Mall, Liberty for all, potted monstera, Sansevieria. In hallowed halls, they clearly recall historical glory, beloved story of timber that falls apart behind walls.
Dear John Muir, they say you talk to the trees. When I think of what we could do together to save American wildlands for future generations, I feel like a drawer overturned, like classified documents scattered in the wind. Why don't the trees talk to me?
Trees so, winds blow, trees breathe, sing morning and eve, and you get to know, 'cause you came to this show, but the president believes that it's only the breeze. He thinks he's a hero if economies grow, but that doesn't relieve how you love me and leave.
To invite you to dinner at the White House. No, I'll do much better than that. What's the name of that park he's so worried about?
Yosemite, 1903. Sequoia dendron, giganteon, toads croak to Olney, trout sings hatch-hatch-hee, but blue rivers run for rock formations, while flowers charm bees, old teens to chickadee. The transglobal hum wants your attention. Trees breathe, trees burn, Trees survive. Trees thrive. Trees dress up in ferns and try to make you learn that the trees hold up the sky. And I don't know why you are slightly concerned and you still haven't earned all the tips I provide. What if everything died? What if every leaf turned? You refuse to decide that we're on the same side. We are forever tied. You forget to return, forget who you were, and you promise to try. You leave me alive.
That's it, Yosemite. I'm going west. I look great in a cowboy hat. Dear John Muir, please come to Yosemite. I want to drop politics absolutely and be alone with you in the forest. Sincerely, Ted Roosevelt.
Trees breathe. You love me and leave. Trees breathe. You love me and leave.
Ted signs with a flourish, folds letter, and seals envelope with wax. Lights up on John. Opening invitation and springing into action. Packing lightly and setting out on foot. Scene 2, The Valley. Setting, May 15th, 1903, a trailhead in Yosemite Valley. At rise, overwhelming birdsong. Trees occupy the bandstand. Enter Ted.
Yosemite at last. What an idea I had to come here. Now, where's Muir? I wrote to the man that we hike alone. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not realize I was to address an audience today.
Mr. President, come to claim California's gold like it grabbed the Philippine Islands?
The two have nothing to do with each other. Island people cannot govern themselves, whereas this land is our American birthright.
This insults trees. Ted entertains audience with presidential poses. Enter John. He plucks a dandelion gone to seed.
A wish for you, a wish for me. Imagine a world where the president hugs trees. Oh, common dandelion, should I call you by your book name? Taraxacum, Taraxacum, wish I may seduce the president today. Then you'll have a president to champion you, and I won't have to fret so.
Throughout the next song, Ted reluctantly attends to audience, shakes hands, kisses babies, while John interacts with every living thing in the park. Smells a flower, watches a bird, flops onto his belly to talk to a slithering creature. Trees play to audience, because neither John nor Ted hear the music. They do not see each other until songs end.
Would you believe Ted Roosevelt wrote a letter like that to me?
Here comes a man, walking through the land, Here comes a man, says he'll do what he can. This place once a stunning symbol of eternal love, from starlight shone from up above. Once you and I lived in harmony like a flower and a bee. You said you would always stand by me. Then you started digging in the dirt and unearth the places where I hurt. H2H, you wanted more, so you went off to explore. Now I don't know you anymore. It's not that I need protection from a man like you. It's that you don't see what you do. My heart rings with recollections of when you were my steward and my love. Tonight we'll write our history's pages.
We'll write our history's pages.
For all our future generations.
For all our future generations.
Our time won't last forever. One chance to change it's now or never. Here comes a man, says he'll do what he can get. You've changed, it's more than just the color of your skin. You're hurting somewhere deep within.
Deep within.
You think you are so much better than all the rest, but you always fail the test.
Fail the test.
My heart rings with recollections of when you were my steward and my love. Tonight we'll write our history's pages.
We'll write our history's pages.
For all our future generations.
For all our future generations.
Our lives will come together. One chance to change is now or never.
Walking through the land, here comes the man, says he'll do what
The
he
time
can.
is now or never.
Walking through the land, here comes the man.
Ted approaches John with enthusiasm.
Mr. Muir, I'm Ted Roosevelt.
I know you are, Mr. President. How do you like the Mariposa Valley?
More magnificent than I dared.
Got yellow dot pollen all over me. Ye as well, verily glorious.
Glorious. More stupendous than Yellowstone, more thrilling than driving cattle over North Dakota plains. I've taken in the countless wonders of the American wildlands, Muir, but this place, I have never breathed like this.
Juniper's caught you by the nose.
Never heard so many birds at once.
Beware, they'll drive you mad.
I believe you.
If you let go completely, your beard will turn to moss, your fingers to delicate needle tips, sweeping like a lovely ponderosa. Your heart will open like a dagwood blossom.
Nothing like that ever happens to me. The presidency is not...
It's happening now, Mr. President.
So it is.
But who are all of these people?
The usual crowd. Dozen or so state and local officials here to meet me, to meet you too. Curious community out for a glimpse of two famous men. The press corps, of course, my entourage.
Walk 200 miles for trees, not men.
Well, I am a man. Aren't you here for me?
Not to watch you give speeches and glad hand villains.
These are your statesmen, your fellow Californians.
Oh, gentlemen, won't you please pose beside the giant redwoods? Ted acquiesces. John does not.
Why are they all sitting in those wagons?
Dignitaries and journalists do not prefer to walk. office lilies. This is what's wrong with America. Men need rugged outdoors, adventure, or we go soft.
Mr. President, could you smile?
I am smiling.
Pops.
I'm sorry about all this, Muir.
An insect has landed on John. It fascinates him.
I see it's going to be a party.
Please understand, it wasn't my intention.
I hope to show you the real Yosemite.
Yes, I do want that.
Mr. Muir, could you uncross your arms, please?
Just as soon as this cricket's done with them.
Photograph Pops.
What do you want me to do?
I want to be alone with you, like you promised in your letter.
Why?
Wherewith ye shall fall in love.
Ted takes this as a dare. During the next song, a determined Ted speaks with directed gestures to someone off stage or in audience. John chases a butterfly.
Tonight we'll write our history's pages.
Tonight we'll write our history's pages.
For all our future generations.
For our future generations.
Our lives will come together. One chance to change, it's now or never.
Plan hat. Ted indicates shh. Scans for witnesses and leads John to exit. John and Ted sneak off stage. Scene 3. The Grove. Setting, a campsite in Mariposa Grove, sunset the same night. There was a big gibbous moon that night. At Rise, conspiratorially setting up like a surprise party, the trees put finishing touches on a charming campsite. While they sing, they return to their bandstand by song's end.
Glitter, glitter, tiny birds in my hair. Let me welcome you down into my rabbit hole. Let me show you my spider's parlor. I'll open the door with my siren's glamour. Let me conjure an exquisite campsite and strip down your fears in my house of mirrors. Whisper secrets of my forest deep. Hey, glitter, glitter. Glitter, glitter. Glitter, glitter, shiny stars in my eyes. Better to hypnotize both you ignorant fools. You think you're clever, but I need you to feel how forever is real. So tonight you can heal. Let me conjure an exquisite campsite and strip down your fears in my house of mirrors. Whisper secrets from my forest deep. Hey, glitter, 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 glitter. Ooh, whoa, whoa. Ooh, whoa, whoa. Let me conjure an exquisite campsite and strip down your fears in the house of mirrors. Whisper secrets from my forest deep. Hey, glitter, 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 glitter,
lovely campsite.
Is this a dream?
As a matter of fact,
Exquisite.
gave him the slip. I know how to handle uninvited reporters and dignitaries. I came here to stand at the very edge of American civilization with you. Look at me. First man ever to set foot here or here.
Trees dislike this colonizer humor.
You're passionate.
Yes, John, I am. Sorry. I expected you to look different.
I get that a lot. You look different too in the shade of the trees. Not how you appear in those illustrations in the paper.
Ah, they always paint me like a cartoon.
Read your books.
Read yours too?
Ted gets to work building a fire.
I noticed the word hunt appears in every title.
John gathers firewood.
I hope when you say read, you mean more than the titles.
And on every page.
Every page, that's not true.
Just about.
Bird call. Ted listens, chin in the air.
Wicked woodpecker catcalling us.
Bird call repeats.
If that's a woodpecker, I'm the king of Siam.
John shrugs. Bird trills again.
It's an American robin, and you know it. You're toying with me.
Hairy woodpecker sounds an awful lot like that too.
Ted struggles to light fire.
Hairy woodpecker. You call yourself an outdoorsman? You don't know a woodpecker from a robin.
You don't have to do that. Here, let me.
I invited you, John.
Fine.
John gives Ted space.
A good fire built well can burn all night.
John cannot leave it alone.
I think you need more kindling.
I know, but first, these should form a pyramid.
Fire comes to life. Ted gets between John and the fire, burns a finger.
Oh, Mr. President, please, it's hot.
God damn it, I'm not a girl! I know how to build a fire.
Trees disapprove of this misogynist outburst.
Let's see that hand. Did you burn it?
It's fine.
Got this balm that Mrs. makes for me. Comfrey. If we put it on now, you'll forget it ever happened.
John takes Ted's hand and rubs it. Ted softens.
You say your mother makes this?
My wife.
Ted takes back his hand.
I know your intentions here, Muir, and I don't need convincing. You want federal protection for this land.
It is more than that.
California won't be happy if I claim their jewel for my crown.
Whom do you prefer to please? The state or the trees?
I am not the president of the United Trees of America, John. I am the president of the United States.
That's what I thought.
You've seen how I deal with dignitaries. Introduce me to your trees. They're still light enough for a hike. Just look at that gibbous moon.
Ted prepares to hike. Pack, walking stick, hat.
Look, here is a very civilized little trail. Who do you suppose made it?
Bears, maybe.
Not Indians?
You're the one calling it civilized.
Trees detest such racist wisecracks.
Plenty of time for a trail out tomorrow. You just built us this fire. Now that I've got you alone, I'm staying put until I shake a promise out of you.
What do you want me to do?
Protect Yosemite.
Take her, you mean?
You said we agreed.
Yes, but we're intellectuals. You like to debate, don't you?
You said you didn't need convincing.
Well, there are details to discuss, feelings. I don't want to appear the bully. I like to give the little guy a chance.
Give the little guy a chance with something less sacred. Only you have the power to do it, Ted. I once met a man in the woods who
Yes?
unburdened himself of expectations in order to feel completely
Free.
Yes.
And this freedom.
Is all around us, flows through us.
And you have tasted this freedom? For the last time, John, I will do whatever you please. Now, let's go chase bears, count stars, and climb mountains.
Ted hands John his hat, stamps out their fire, drags John away from the campsite.
We might get lost.
There's always hope.
I like your sense of humor. I wanted to meet you, John, to see these wild lands through your eyes.
Throughout the next song, John and Ted hike, frolic, chase John's hat caught in the wind, kneel head to head to examine something minuscule, run from a bear, stare at a spectacular view, and help themselves to the pleasures of nature. Gradually, they begin to sway, dance, or hum, because they hear the trees singing.
I long to be part of nature, like you, more than a hunter, more than a president.
I fall for you. I should leave, but I fall for you. I'm full of birds, leaves in my head. Sounds romantic, but do you really care? 'Cause I fall easy. I hear the birds that sing, love's wings take flight. I feel the morning breeze and the chill of night. I fall in love too easy, can't stand the way you treat me. No, I won't fall too easy, never again. I wanna wrap my limbs around you, make you finally understand. The way you burn me to the ground. Am I more than ornamental? You said you'd protect me, and I fall easy. Like a fool, I still pine for you. Every time you come around, I feel so blue. I fall in love too easy, can't stand the way you treat me. No, I won't fall too easy, never again. I'll never fall again for you. I fall for you. I'll never fall again for you. I fall for you.
John and Ted applaud enthusiastically. Trees are so over these jokers.
Oh, tree on that hillside
Yes.
is smiling at me.
Smiling?
Waving?
Trees neither smile nor wave.
Hark, the lavish greenwood sings.
The damnedest thing. Spectacular sunrise. Morning already.
Sky says so.
We didn't sleep or eat.
I find the colors of sunrise nourishing.
John takes Ted's hand.
How's that hand?
And
You burned it.
healed. Like magic. This whole night.
They watch sunrise colors change.
Do you see that?
The sun.
No, that rock.
Ted is on the move again.
Wanna climb it?
John chases Ted.
Climb to the sun.
No, you're a rock over there. Just a few thousand feet up.
Scene 4. The Point. Part 1. Setting, midday. A bleak, high-altitude trail with snowdrifts approaching Glacier Point. This is more than 7,000 feet above Mariposa Grove, a radically different climate covered in snow. At rise, enter John and Ted, soaked from hiking in snow. They struggle with each step in deep snow, uphill and against whipping wind. Relaxed at their bandstand, trees delight in John and Ted's difficulty with gleeful schadenfreude.
Wetter than predicted.
What's that?
Should have warned you.
You say?
Ted falls flat in a snowdrift.
Snowdrifts.
Recovers.
Snowdrifts are treacherous.
I trained my whole life for this. I'm an American Rough Rider. I can brave California's snow flurries.
Ted falls again,
Oh.
disappears, but recovers quickly, digging himself out with a small shovel.
You may be new to snowdrifts, Ted, but you're an ace with that spade.
John falls, disappears into a snowdrift. Ted digs hard to rescue John, who reappears, humbled and showing profound fear now.
We're not prepared for this.
That's not right.
It's too dangerous.
How can it be? We are nature lovers.
Maybe turn back.
Never. We are American heroes.
Trees scoff at this. Wind hurls Ted into the air. John panics.
What do you want me to do?
There's no sign of Ted. Throughout the next song, the storm separates John and Ted from one another. They must shout over the music.
Ted? Ted!
There you go again. There you go again. More of the same, nothing's changed. Different man, same game. Your nature takes you to the edge. I heard every word you said. You take what you like, leave me with your lies. Patience has won, I raise a storm, birds around the swarm. Well, I've got an adventure for you. Let's play a game of dare or truth. I call down the sky, landslide over the cliffside, wrap you up in cold air, strip you down to your despair. Violent winds will break through. I can easily destroy you, keep you here, snowbound.
dead? If I am dead, John Muir is in a lot of trouble.
Why don't you just leave? Let me be free. 'Cause I am tree and I wanna breathe. Branches wanna reach. Now you can't tell if I'm a friend or foe. No mighty power can stand up to snow. I call down the sky, landslide over the cliffside, wrap you up in cold air, strip you down to your despair. Mighty winds will break through. I can easily destroy you, keep you here, snowbound. What goes around always comes around.
No, I'm just small inside a glittering snowflake.
I have it backwards.
They never cared
I
about
confess,
us.
I am afraid.
They never cared about us.
I need gentleness
They
and
never cared
attention.
about
Don't
us.
take care of myself.
They
I focus on robust health to avoid my emotions.
never cared about us.
I need to slow down. I forget to breathe.
Never cared. I call down the sky, landslide over the cliffside, wrap you up in cold air, strip you down to your despair. Mighty winds will break through. I can easily destroy you, keep you here, snowbound. What goes around always comes around.
How can they label a culture uncivilized? They live in harmony with
How can I dismiss women as foolish? My mother taught me how to build a fire.
I'm sorry.
I apologize.
I pretend the First Nations of this land don't exist.
I will do better. I promise.
I see you.
I am a tree.
Trees are impressed. So they show mercy. Storm calms. Ted and John burst suddenly forth from snowdrifts, crash into each other.
Ted, there you are. You're safe. I'm here. You're shaking.
John
Listen.
embraces Ted.
Listen, John, if I die here, I made a promise.
Nobody is dying, Ted.
John holds Ted tighter.
I feel
Yes,
close.
to
You.
and
Everything. The mountains, the black bear, the mighty sequoia. Look at you with a wildflower in your beard.
hello, little Mariposa Lily. Where did you come from?
A gift from the mountain.
John and Ted pull away to face the stunning view.
How do you feel now?
Full of birds, leaves in my hair.
Good. I wanted you to take in this famous vista, Ted.
John, have you ever paused to ask yourself what progress really looks like?
Those silver firs caught you by the ear.
I heard the call of bald eagles in the White House rafters. Mandrakes uprooting our cities. A president should climb mountains. He should talk to the stars. My cheeks sprouted mushrooms and my heart burst like a pine cone on fire. We are absolute villains.
heartbreakers, invaders, destroy whatever we touch.
During the next song, John and Ted can definitely hear the music and find themselves slow dancing as the sun sets.
We have to change.
Yes.
I don't think I can.
You don't have to do it alone. Look how far we've climbed together.
Tender moments come and go. What will it take for you to let go? Now you melt, now you fall. I want to nurture you to grow. We all decompose, so I'll give you a show. Make you clench till you flow. Wanna feel you. Let's go. Wanna feel you. Let's go. That tickling in your heart is where your transformation starts. You have always been free. Now I see if you steward me. Wanna spin you around and ruffle your crown. From dawn to sundown, wanna see you stripped down. Stripped down.
Scene 5, The Point, Part 2. Setting, dawn. A campsite at Glacier Point. A tent stands buried under snow. At rise, trees occupy the bandstand, very pleased with themselves and ready to have some fun. John and Ted are inside the tent and sit very closely.
We slept in a snowstorm last night.
Snowed in.
And me without my spade.
Got this trowel.
Botanists. Ready for petunia planting, but not for an avalanche.
Politicians. All talk and no dig.
No dig. I am living the strenuous life.
Resting your noggin on plushy boughs of fragrant cedar.
The next song compels John and Ted into playful, passionate, sexual dance, beginning with a kiss and ending in pleasure oaths.
John, I really thought I was dead. Have you ever been
Scared?
surely, but also
smitten.
Willing to sacrifice everything?
More than once. Every time that she takes me, ravages me, destroys me, treats me like
A man's body.
Swallow my glittering enzyme. Flowers burst, fingers numb. Microgiastic love crime. Wanna spin you around, ruffle your crown, from dawn to sundown. I wanna see you stripped down. Wanna see you stripped down. Slip into my forest of temptation. My cellular transmogrification. Splat phosphorescent vibration. Feral fertilization. And we all decompose. So I'll give you a show. Make you clench till you flow. And I wanna feel you. Let's go. Wanna feel you. Let's go. I am rooted, I am free, I am human, I am tree. You are rooted, you are free, you are human, you are tree. I am you, you are me, I am rooted, you are free, I am human, you are tree. You are rooted, you are free. Wanna spin you around and ruffle your crown. From dawn to sundown, I wanna see you stripped down. Wanna see you stripped down. I'm breathing, yeah. Strip you down, yeah. Strip you down, yeah. Strip you down, yeah. Strip you
Scene 6. A hotel. Setting, the Wawona Hotel Pavilion in Mariposa Grove. At Rise, the trees play with post-coital hope and expectation. Enter John and Ted. Approaching the hotel from a distance. Throughout the song, John and Ted continue the last leg of their journey to the hotel, while the trees sing. They do not hear the trees. Ted stops suddenly.
What's wrong?
I feel I've forgotten something. Did I leave my hat? Do I owe you money?
I start forgetting things too, as soon as I head out. Are you sad?
I wish we could stay here forever.
It would wreck it all.
Where do you go when you exit the grove? Does the Merced River know? Will you return when the volcanoes churn and the world is burning? If you ever feel fear when feelings draw near, don't sacrifice your heart. Shed your own tears so we don't disappear like the eagle. How can you? How can you forget?
Can you
The
forget
flawless
the
palette
flawless palette
of our glacier morning sunset? What happens to
What happens
the
to
branches that grew
the branches that grew
and the secrets shared by two? Don't fence me in to entertain yourself. You can write laws on my heart or go back to the start so we can live forever.
I am treated, I am free, I am breathing, I am tree. You are rooted, you are free, you are human, you are tree. I am tree, you are me, I am rooted, you are free. I am human, you are tree, you are rooted, you are free.
Why do you leave?
Why do you
Is there more to
Is there
achieve?
more to achieve?
Is it too hard to believe when you've dug up and sold
Dug up and
all
sold
of California's gold?
California's gold.
Where are you going?
Here comes a man, walking through the land, through the land.
John and Ted approach the hotel. Notice audience.
Who are all these people?
Usual crowd. Out for a glimpse of two famous men. Your press corps, your entourage.
Mr. President, you've been gone 3 days. Did you get lost?
What do you want me to do?
Let's tell them about Glacier Point.
Absolutely not. It's too queer.
That's what they call it.
I don't mean... Yes, they do call it that.
I'm talking about promises we made, how we realized we could be doing so much more.
Since John and Ted are no longer listening, trees sing the next song to audience, while Ted makes presidential poses, shakes hands, and John bids farewell to plants and critters.
Tell them the mountain got the best of me? Do you know who I am, John?
There goes a man, walking through the land, There goes a man, says he'll do what he can. My heart rings with recollections of when you were my steward and my love. Tomorrow writes our history's pages.
Tomorrow writes our history's pages.
For all those future generations.
For all those future generations.
song?
American Robin, without a doubt.
Harry Woodpecker.
Robin.
Woodpecker.
Listen, John. We can write legislation to protect Yosemite, but I can't change the hearts of men. I am just a man.
Yes.
They will call me a tyrant.
They-
The way I lowered myself to you, we can't. I can never...
Lowered? Uplifted, weren't we?
Exalted.
Free.
Now, suddenly,
It's back to Boston.
Boston, no. D.C., I think. We're stopping in San Francisco or Sacramento first.
It's a joke, a saying.
I don't get it.
Nothing to get, just a silly thing I say sometimes.
Nobody here is going to Boston.
No.
What's the joke?
Everyone I bring here to any wild place.
Oh, you bring a lot of men out here like this, do you?
Not like us, Ted. But yes, and after a day or two on the trail with me, most men I bring to the woods hurry to get back to so-called civilization, to their cities, their New Yorks, their Bostons. It's stupid, I know. And especially now that you make me explain it. It's a private joke.
Private jokes between you and these men from Boston.
This isn't about making you feel special, Ted. You're angry. Leaving makes me angry at myself too.
Ted, upset, turns away from John to audience, shifts back to presidential posing. Mr. President, welcome back. How was your tour?
I had a perfectly glorious time with the president and the mountains. I never before had a more interesting, hearty, or manly companion.
Mr. President,
Camping with the president was a memorable experience. I fairly fell in love with him.
did you and John Muir get along well?
Muir. He doesn't even know his bird calls.
Mr. Muir, could you smile?
I am smiling.
Photograph pops. Scene 7. John. Setting, split scene. John's study in Martinez, California, and Ted's Oval Office in the White House. At Rise, John and Ted both write at their desks. Trees occupy the bandstand, wistful.
My dear Mr. Muir, I trust I need not tell you how happy were the days in Yosemite I owed to you and how greatly I appreciated them. I shall never forget our camps, the solemn temple of the giant sequoias, the snowstorm among the silver firs near the brink of the cliff, floor of the Yosemite, in the open valley fronting the stupendous rocky mass of El Capitan, with the falls thundering in the distance on either hand. Faithfully yours, Ted Roosevelt.
Dear Mr. President, oh, for a tranquil camp hour with you like those beneath the sequoias in memorable 1903.
Dear John, I wish I could see you in person. And how I do wish I were again with you, camping out under those great sequoias or under the silver firs. Faithfully yours, Ted Roosevelt.
Dear Mr. President, Ted, my father taught me the proper way to plant a tree. He was a mean man, as I think I have told you. When did I tell him something so tender? How could I forget? I remember how I felt on that cliff when I couldn't see you, Ted. Gutted, alone, afraid. I promised to change, and I believed that promise would change everything. When the storm cleared, I held in my belly a sense of hope about thriving in our environment. I felt ready to give myself to love and pleasure and desire. Dear trees, we don't deserve you. We are nothing but men, famous men, powerful men, not great men. We may have been great in that tent, maybe on that cliff, but we've wandered far from that now. Man goes to the woods, finds himself. Then he goes back to Boston, loses track of the self he found. If he's lucky, it all repeats. If he's very lucky, finding himself takes so much digging, he can't help but hold on to it a little longer the next time. Cruel though he was, I credit my father as the first to suggest I should think like a tree. Imagine you're going to stand for centuries, he told me. I felt that was a beautiful act of compassion. I thought my father knew everything.
My dear Mr. Muir, John, I will do everything in my power to protect Yosemite and other great natural beauties of this country. But I have been in the disagreeable position of seeming to interfere with the development of the state for the sake of keeping a valley, which apparently hardly anyone wanted to have kept. I am trying to see if we cannot leave the things on the line that you indicate. But you must remember, John, unless we have a certain degree of friendliness, the result will be bad.
Even your fiercest heroes fall short. We all forget ourselves. Thought I could show you, Ted. Thought you were better than me. But the story never changes. People don't listen. We're no good. What my father taught me about how to plant a tree is also how we should walk this earth. Steward trees. Rest in their shade. Have compassion for them and through them. For ourselves, for each other. Change is slower than evolution, slower than the stars drift across the sky. It takes several trees' lifetimes to change the hearts of men. It takes more than one camping trip, more than 2 privileged men, more than 100 years. We've already lost track of that stripped down part of ourselves. The men we knew up there at Glacier Point. And yet, every time I read of another park established, I can't help but feel your hand.
I need you to know, John, with every park I protect, I declare our love.
Ted signs one legislative protection after another, keeping up with John's list.
Dear Ted, I ask you to protect Yosemite, and you have done much more. The Chickasaw, Mesa Verde, Devil's Tower, Montezuma Castle, the Petrified Forest, Mount Lazen, New Mexico City dwellings, petty love notes carved on trees. I am abashed that you named the canyon north of San Francisco for me.
With every swipe of my pen, I remember the songs the trees sang to us.
Why would trees sing to a couple of old men who are history?
They don't.
They sing to the future.
Grandiflora, Union Square malls, theater for all, Ficus Benjamina, Crystal and Tina, outdoor dining stalls, what Mason Street calls a home for great stories of failures and glories. I hope you recall and tell your friends all. Trees breathe, Sing morning and eve. Trees yawn, trees burn. And now that you know, 'cause you've been to this show, you can never believe that it's only the breeze. 'Cause trees hold up the sky, and your voice will amplify. From San Francisco, you are my hero. Listen to the willow, to the sidewalking wall. Return and leave. Now you love me and leave. Because everything breathes, and all of us sing. Trees want to survive and forever thrive.
What do you want me to do?
Get out among the mountains and the trees, friend, as soon as you can. They will do more for you than any human could.
Trees breathe. You love me and leave. Trees breathe. You love me and leave.
End of play.